Resolution 9, resolution amending the 2016 operating budget and eliminating the position of a part-time investigator, legal assistant, public defender. Sponsors Wheeler and Quackenbush. Move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, I'll take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstain?
Pass.
Resolution 10, resolution amending the 2016 operating budget and authorizing the Montgomery County Executive to sign a contract with a consultant, New York State Homeland Security Hazardous Material Emergency Preparedness Local Emergency Planning Committee 2014. Emergency Management. Sponsors Quackenbush and Wheeler. Move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstain?
Pass.
Resolution 11, resolution amending the 2016 operating budget, New York Grant Homeland Security Program, SHSP Grant 2015, Emergency Management. Sponsors Wheeler and Pertel. Move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstain?
Pass.
Resolution 12, amending the 2016 operating budget, carryover grant fund, emergency management performance grant, EMPG 2014 emergency management. Sponsors Wheeler and Quackenbush. Move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstain?
Pass.
Resolution 13, resolution amending the 2016 operating budget, carryover grant fund 2013 state inoperable communications grant, emergency management. Sponsors Pertel and Wheeler. Move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, I'll call a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstain?
Pass.
Resolution 14, resolution authorizing the county executive to sign contracts for provisions of mental health, mental retardation, alcoholism, and substance abuse services. Mental health. Sponsors Diamond and Pertel. I'll move it to the floor for discussion.
I'd like to remove my second on that because of the possible conflict.
Okay, thank you. Martin will pick up the second. Any more discussion? I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstain?
I'll abstain, please.
Pass.
Resolution 15, resolution amending the 2016 operating budget, 2015 through 16 Ebola grant carryover funds, public health. Sponsors Diamond and Wheeler. Move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstain?
Pass.
Resolution 16, resolution amending the 2016 operating budget immunization action plan, IAP, grant carryover funds, public health. Sponsors Wheeler and Diamond. Move move it to the floor for discussion.
There's a typo.
Correct, there's a typo. So that'll be fixed. Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call a vote.
Aye.
Against? Abstain.
Pass.
Resolution 17, resolution amending the 2016 operating budget, preserve New York Grant History and Archives. Sponsors were Whites and Kelly. I'll move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, I'll call a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstain.
Pass.
Resolution adopting the addendum to the non-bargaining policy for full-time appointed and department heads, personnel. Sponsors were Patel and Quackenbush. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call a vote. All in favor? Against? Abstain.
Pass.
Resolution 19, resolution amending the 2016 operating budget, New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services, local grant secured by Senator George Amador to assist in furnishing the new Emergency Operations Center with technology upgrades. Sponsors were Kelly and Diamond. I'll move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, I'll call a vote. All in favor? Against? Abstain.
Pass.
Resolution 20, resolution delegating erroneous assessment correction, approval authority to auditing committee, county legislature. Sponsors Kelly and Patel. I'll move it to the floor for discussion.
Yes, could you, I was not here for the last committee meeting. Could you give me a little bit of,
Would you like to speak on that?
The auditing committee has done it for the past few years,
okay,
so it's just that if I have corrections that are under 2,500, the law gives me to, or gives somebody the authority to sign.
gotcha. Thank you so much.
Any more discussion? Hearing none, I'll call a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstain.
Pass.
Thank you. Resolution 21, resolution establishing a citizen participation plan, Public Works. Sponsors Patel and Kelly. Move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
No.
Against? Abstain. Okay.
Pass.
Resolution 22, resolution denying applications for 2013, 2014, and 2015 town and county tax refunds, real property. Sponsors Quackenbush, Beaniac. I'll move it to the floor for discussion.
Chair.
Roy.
I spoke with Mr. Nichols today and also the real property director. And what this is about, and what I can tell you is that the real property director has followed the guidelines to the T, and that's why it ended up with us. But the facts of the case are that this parcel is 50 feet by 100 feet parcel that was assessed at $500. When the assessor went around or reassessed, he
basically said, game over, you gotta pay it. The same way that if after taxable status date, there was a home on the property, but then after taxable status date, the property was ripped down. Never reported, say, for instance, to the assessor until 2 years later. If these years go by, I believe and I am not opposing doing what possibly legislator Diamond's asking. I just want to make sure we're protecting ourselves so that we're not actually taking over the role of grievance board or assessor in the future.
County Attorney, would you like to answer that?
Legislator Quackenbush brings up some good points about the slippery slope and about going outside the possibly, the guidelines of the law. What I would say is that the real property director attached a report to this resolution for everyone's review. And I know she is here if there's any direct questions about her report and about how she came to her determination and her recommendation based on real property tax law.
Could you answer the question?
What happened is, the assessor sent in a correction, an addendum during the school, for the school rule, to correct the parcel, that she had put the mobile home, according to her addendum, the first addendum that she sent in, she stated that the mobile home was placed there after taxable status date. She in turn
to the body, the St. Johnsville body, and say, look, you screwed up, then I think that they probably, sounds like they did, but I just don't see where it ends up being in our, and I'd love to help them, you know, I feel for them, you know, but again, you're looking, I lost the dates here, but you're going back to what, 15, 16, oh no.
14, 15.
14, 15, and 16, and we're, you know,
Yeah, okay.
they could have, you know, at some point went to the hearing officer, applied for small claims hearing, went to the hearing officer, had them listen to the case, and they could have, you know.
Do you want to add something, or?
Yes, the case of John Nichols is 1 year. Okay, his is 1 year. The other one is another resolution for, or another denial. His is 2016, but the other three years are for another gentleman who also, I'm recommending denying because she did lower him.
Chair, so if this is 2016, taxable status date isn't, oh, that's for 17.
Well, see, they were correcting 2015 final, I'm sorry.
Because it says application for correction of 2016. No?
You're correct.
Should that be 15 on that?
It should have been 16 on there as well.
Oh, it should have been 16. So in the title of the resolution, it should say 16.
Bob? Yeah.
Sorry, there's a discrepancy between the title and the resolve. I mean, the resolve starts at 14 and ends at 16. The resolution starts at 13 and ends at 15.
Yeah, I think 13 is an error. It should be 14, 15, and 16. So the title of the resolution would change to 14, 15, and 16.
We can determine that as a typo? Okay. Are you typo? Martin?
I was just asking you.
The typo? Anybody else? Hearing none, I'll call a vote. All in favor? Against?
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm sorry. In favor means aye.
Oh.
Aye,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, aye.
There's no motion to amend on the floor. It's just.
Aye, I just almost screwed that.
Yeah, I was,
Roy, did you say?
No.
okay, and abstain? Okay,
Resolution passed.
okay. We're on resolution 23, right? Okay, resolution 23. Resolution amending the 2016 operating budget. Sheriff, sponsors were Diamond and Beaniac. I'll move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, I'll call a vote. All in favor? Against?
Nay. For the reason it's the beginning of the year, there shouldn't be budget transfers.
Abstain?
Resolution passed.
Okay, resolution 24. Resolution appointing member to the audit committee, office of the legislature. Right now, we have legislator Whites for the month of February and legislator Wheeler for the month of March.
I'll make an amendment.
Sorry, the sponsors were were Patel and Kelly. I'll move it to the floor for discussion.
I'd like to make an amendment and replace legislator White's with legislator Patel.
Okay. I'll have a second. Joe?
You'll second.
Okay.
Discussion on the amendment, there was a conflict with the legislature, so.
Okay. Any discussion on the amendment?
Just that amendment. I have a discussion for the whole resolution.
Okay.
Normally, we don't put up legislators' names when they're not here.
Okay.
I also
Ryan, or Legislator Wheeler and Legislator Weiss with Legislator Patel, and Legislator Isabel.
And you have a second on that?
We have.
I'll second it.
Joe already said.
Oh, Joe did, okay. Okay, so, okay. I will call a vote. All in favor on the amendment?
Aye.
Against? Abstain. So, now we're going to vote on the resolution with the amendment, correct? Any discussion?
I have a discussion.
Okay, Tom?
I knew of a conflict, Chair, after the fact. Legislator White, because he picked up the phone and he called me, told me that he had a conflict. I said, no problem, I will make the amendment. So,
Okay, thank you. Duly noted. Any more discussion? Okay, I'll call the vote. All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, against? Abstain.
Decorum in the room, please. I don't need people looking at me and thinking, calling me a jerk. Please. You said we were gonna keep decorum.
Yes.
Point of order.
I don't need legislators looking at me and calling me a jerk. I haven't done that. I've been respectful to everyone in this room, and I'll continue to be.
Point of order, please. Okay, moving on to the next resolution. We only have a couple, or one more. Resolution approving the abstract of audited claims, Office of the Legislator. Sponsors were Patel and Bignac. I'll move it to the floor for discussion. Hearing none, I'll call a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstain. Anything under other? Martin?
Can we please thank the ladies in DMV for this nice sheet,
Okay.
and hopefully we can fix half the bridge.
Duly noted. Or shovel them, right?
Chair, if the Personnel Committee meeting would discuss the position of auditor, and then we would bring up the auditor's position in subsequent meetings, I asked the clerk to print off, this from Nicole is the current auditor's distinguishing features of the class description. It goes back to '87. If anyone, I had Cheryl print me copies. If anybody would like a copy of that, have it at the meeting. If you want one to take with you, just Cheryl put them on the desk.
Okay, thank you very much, Legislator Blackbush. Is there anything else? Hearing none, motion to adjourn. Martin, Roy, second. Thank you very much.